So I think stuttering is firstly experienced differently by everyone.
It's almost like a glass wall from the rest of the people around you, and it feels like you're trapped and you can't say anything, and like you can only listen to what other people around you have to say.
You're thinking the words, just your body won't do what it's asking you to do.
It just feels like all eyes are on you, and people might wonder, why is she talking like that? What's wrong with her? And then I'd worry that people would think I didn't know what I wanted to say.
They might assume that I'm stupid, that I don't know how to speak English, that I'm anxious or nervous, and in reality, like that's not the case.
Stuttering can be really traumatic in a way, especially in the past. When I've stuttered, I've felt really ashamed, embarrassed, and filled with panic.
It's just difficult. Like knowing what you want to say, but you just can't do it. Yeah.
Well, a really classic thing about stuttering is the fact that you pretty much never know if you're going to stutter or not, so it's so unpredictable.
It's got to say talking out in public, and going to cafes and that, and they ask what do you want, and I'm just like frozen there. I'm like kind of like, please don't stutter,
People I'm talking to might assume that I don't know what I want to say, or they might try and anticipate what I'm saying when I know the end of any sentence that I have will be better than what they might finish it off with.
Most of us who stutter are very aware that our own name, to say our own name, is often really difficult because it's just the non-negotiable.
I used to hate making phone calls so much that I would drive to places to actually do something face-to-face rather than make a phone call, which seems completely absurd.
It's just easier because you're around your family and you know that they won't mock you or do anything like that to you.
Everyone seems to think that it's a side effect of anxiety and stuff, or just being shy, when really it's a whole thing on its own.
I think that people don't understand that it's a lifelong thing, that it's not, it's no easy cure, and it's not that you can simply go to therapy and fix it. It's a thing that you live with, and it's a thing that you will have a evolving relationship with throughout your entire life.
Unfortunately, a myth can be that people who stutter are not as intelligent. Absolutely not the case. There's so many examples of very intelligent people in the world who have a stutter. Another idea that I would like to get out there about stuttering is that it just is, and for people to accept that.
It makes me. Like if I didn't have one, I would be a completely different boy. I would be like, I'll be more brave. I'll probably be more arrogant, probably.
It's made me empathetic. Just because I don't want people to feel the way I have in the past.
It's taught me that it's really okay to be different. It's who I am, and that's really okay. It's okay to be a person who stutters. I have just decided it doesn't matter if I stutter or not. I want to do what I want to do. And I don't want to ever say I didn't do that thing because I have a stutter. That's really important to me.
The most helpful thing that someone can do if I'm stuttering or having a block in speech is to just listen and have the patience.
Just wait and let me finish what I want to say, and focus more on what I'm saying rather than how I'm saying it.
When I stutter, I just did then, it especially helps when people don't I notice it, or I point it out, or I laugh or anything. I just want to be, like I looked at as a boy.
Just give us the time to finish our sentences, because once we know that you know that we stutter, we don't have to try hide it, and we can just be ourselves.